009-906, State versus Timothy Wald. Could I have parties announced?
Pertaining to the state of Texas.
All day Smith for the defense.
All right, Mr. Wald. And are you Mr. Wald?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
I have and we did, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Wald, did you review the application for community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
All right, off the record. The box is checked that the state is recommending deferred adjudication.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I need an application for deferred adjudication.
I thought
No, it's just you just did an application for community supervision.
I don't know if you have a second one.
I had both of them on there.
Yeah, I grabbed it. I thought it was non-jury.
Yeah. Did you review the true bill? We're back on the record. Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Your Honor.
Did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
You're charged with injury to a child or elderly or disabled person, bodily injury as a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses. The state would call in the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 10 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine? You're going to need to speak up.
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor, he has.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
My opinion, yes.
Mr. Wald, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
If you're not a U.S. citizen by entering this plea, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and re-entry. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, there's a $1,500 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication. There's to be no contact with the complainant, or I'm assuming this is the complainant's mother or the complainant's mother. Did you understand that to be your plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense is at the plea.
They do, Your Honor.
State is at the plea.
Yes, it is right.
Is there an affirmative finding of family violence in this case?
There's not no familial relationship. They were neighbors.
Oh, okay. Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
By signing this, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand? Counsel, are there any such motions?
If there was, it'd been a 3914, which we've had a compliance with.
All right. Did you review outside the agreement? The state is recommending that your community supervision be for a term of 7 years. There'll be 200 hours community service restitution, the BIPP course, TAP evaluation, and follow all recommendations. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offenses charge, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State any evidence.
See if I was the evidence. This is one part that.
No objection.
All right, and state, have you spoken with the complainant?
Yes, we have. Your Honor.
All right, state, you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial? A right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will defer finding of guilt as you apply for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, sir.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
No, Your Honor, we'd ask that you follow the Reed recommendation.
Are you still with Miranda de Hoyos? All right, why are you fighting a 14-year-old?
So I actually, yes, I had an altercation with, there's 2 neighbors out there. There's an adult and I guess there's a child as well. The
Well,
adult-
what they're saying is that you were having an altercation with Miranda, who you're no longer with. That's what the police report says.
Right, so basically I got locked out of my house and it was my girlfriend at the time. And so I was basically beating on the door to get in. And the neighbors, I guess, commented on me beating at the door. And so they basically started an altercation with me
Let me ask you this.
on my doorstep.
Were you on the lease?
No,
So that's not your place.
well, I was living there for 2 years.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Obviously, she didn't want you anymore because it says that you got in an altercation with her. And then the complainant and his mother were just trying to help her. And the 14-year-old asked Miranda, hey, do you want me to stay here or you want me to leave? And she said she wanted him to stay. That's what's in the police report, what you've stipulated to. So it appears that Miranda did not want you anymore, that you got upset by it. The neighbors thought she was in danger. So that's why the neighbors got involved. So it wasn't these neighbors just like, oh, let me come on your doorstep. They were on your doorstep because they felt that Miranda needed protection. Are you employed?
No.
So how do you support yourself?
Well, I now going through a tip agency to work.
So how do you support yourself?
I haven't been
So where do you live?
staying with my kid's mother.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. There's 7 years deferred adjudication. There's going to be proof of employment within 45 days, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There should be no contact with the following persons. There should be no unsupervised contact with minors. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular random UAs. Field visits 1 time per month until further notice. 200 hours community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once that's completed, 100 hours will be deemed satisfied. The remaining 100 hours will be deemed satisfied upon completion of anger management. There should be a TAP evaluation, out of custody, follow TAP results. There should be a $1,500 fine, and that will be probated. Probation, is there anything else?
Okay.
Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
No, ma'am.
Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes,
Because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed this plea bargaining agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this, there was no affirmative finding. All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. You're gonna have to make better decisions. You have children who are depending on you. If you don't make good decision, what's gonna end up happening is you're potentially looking at 10 years in the prison. Do you understand? All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, the court is calling 2025 CR 011561 State versus Laura Cruz. Can I have parties announced?
Ashley Jones for the state.
And Johnny Cisneros from Ms. Cruz.
All right, and you're Ms. Cruz? And Attorney Cisneros, who do you have with you?
Oh, this is Leticia. She's, I'm mentoring her. She's gonna go to law school and
Awesome.
I'm mentoring her. So,
Thanks. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so we are here. The defense has filed a motion to remove the GPS device. State, are you in agreement or disagreement?
Your Honor, we have spoken with the defendant in this case and we have the state objects.
All right, then I'll take whatever evidence either side wishes to present.
Judge, what we have is that this has put a huge burden on Ms. Cruz. This case allegedly happened 13 years ago. She just found out about it when she was arrested on,
Wait, this case is from 13 years ago?
Your Honor, that's when the alleged assault occurred. The outcry didn't come until last year.
the outcry came in April the 10th of 24.
Okay.
And my client, Your Honor, has no contact with the complaining witness, doesn't know where she lives, doesn't know where she works. She's now about 18, 19 years old, doesn't know where she lives, where she works, has no phone numbers, has no contact with her. The only contact she had was this year was in April, where there was a family party and the complaining witness were there and with her and all the family members, and they're talking like if nothing happened and everything like that. And in fact, we have several pictures that we have tendered to the district attorney's office to show that nothing, there's no fear on behalf of the complaining witness of my client. There's nothing. And we're just asking for the GPS to be removed. Her boyfriend needs surgery. He can't have surgery because she's the one that takes care of him. And we're waiting for something to help her take care of her boyfriend. And it's just putting a huge burden on her and her family. And again, well, we're here for that.
All right, so it wasn't on the docket. So now I see why it's 13 years because I just saw what the charge is.
Your Honor, it is on the docket. It just didn't show.
No, that's what I'm saying. It didn't make the docket sheet, but you all are actually on the docket for
Yes,
today according to Odyssey. But I had to look it up to see what
Yes,
the
ma'am.
charge was. That's now I understand why it's been 13 years.
Yes, ma'am. And just to correct one thing, I do believe that the party that defense is talking about was April of last year, which is what sparked the outcry.
Okay.
Okay, well, there was pictures from a year before and other pictures that we have
All right.
that's just putting a big hinder on my client.
All right. So State, do you have any objection to tracking?
Your Honor, again, just on behalf of the complainant and their fear of their safety, the state would just object to changing the GPS as it is right now.
All right. So what the court will do, because of you're saying she has medical
Yes, ma'am.
with her boyfriend?
Well, and she has an adult child that's severely handicapped that she takes care of. Sometimes she has to take him to the doctor and do other things. And it just puts a big burden on her because we have to call the GPS people to get permission for her to go. And then they tell her, well, you got to get permission from the judge. And it's just hindering her from doing a lot of things that she needs to do.
All right, what I'm going to do is on my alternate amend conditions to include tracking. If you all will put in the order, if there is a certain area you do not want her to be in. And I know you already have the no contact order. You're not allowed to have contact. Do you understand?
And Your Honor, respectfully at this time, I do believe the defendant was not having any of the is and that is their order. It might be just easier to keep it without any areas.
But what if she goes in the area?
My client's
Just what the
Okay.
And my client's been advised by me, Your Honor, that should this be granted, she's not to have any contact with her. If she runs into her at HEB or a restaurant or something like that, my client is to leave the premises or wherever she runs into her.
All right. And so what is it? No contact with the complainant and the complainant's family?
There's no contact with the complainant and any minor child.
Well,
Right, as of right now, Your Honor.
well, any minor child, Your Honor, I mean, she has grandchildren that she has to help take care of and stuff. The mother of the grandkids or of her grandkids is having to work and stuff. And it just puts a big burden on something that my client doesn't even know where this lady lives or has a phone number or where she works or goes to school. She doesn't know anything about her. Hasn't seen her since April of 24.
All right. And what's the age of the alleged complainant at the time of the alleged offense?
4 years.
All right. So this is what the court is going to do. The court will alter and amend conditions to include tracking. There's to be no contact with the complainant and no unsupervised contact with minors. And I have your next court date in the system as December 4th. And that at that time, an offer is due.
Okay.
All right. And I'll put this in the system and then, do you need another reset form?
I don't need a reset form, Your Honor.
Okay.
I think it's already on my calendar anyway.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're
Let me be
welcome.
excused.
And let me put this in the system and then if you need a copy,
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
you're welcome. Thank you.
She closed another case, we'll have to sit down.
Anyone else ready?
Yes, ma'am. On page test 3. April.
All right. Gabriel Cavallo,
Ready, Your Honor.
We're bright close today.
oh, hey. All right, so where are we on discovery?
Your Honor, this is, on this first study today, I was able to look at the state's file, hoping that they would have a piece of information that led to the probable cause for the arrest. It's not in the file. They recognize that and they're gonna try to look for it. So we're still awaiting some discovery.
All right, state, when are you gonna have that information for defense?
Judge, I emailed my investigator and the city to get the requisite info, so at least a week or 2 would be able.
All right. So I'm gonna recall this in a month, and at that time, state you need to be prepared to tender an offer. All right, Ms. Ferguson. All right, we're coming back on December 18th. At that time, the state will tender an offer. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're
May
welcome.
we be excused?
Yeah.
Well, after she signed,
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor. For following us, so.
All right. Odyssey is just being fickle today. It's saying no match found. Let me see. All right. So you all are going to have to be set for a jury trial.
Yes, Judge.
What I can tell you, Mr. Cortez, is the court is currently in jury trial on a case that is lasting longer than anticipated. So what I'm going to do is state defense, if y'all will confer on a jury trial date with Ms. Ferguson,
Yes, Judge.
and she'll check the schedule. I'm sorry we can't do your case today, okay?
All right.
So they're gonna give me a date, and what I'll do is I'm gonna make that your jury trial date and your plea deadline date. So on the date that I'm gonna give you, you'll either be in jury trial or either you will have reached an agreement. Okay? And that's the reason why you're not brought over dressed for trial, because normally you will be dressed for trial today, okay?
All
All
right,
right.
thank you, Judge. All right,